Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Story Time. I hope you had a good day. We are going to read another story from Uncle Remus Bear Rabbit Stories. And like I told you last night, I found this book in London 30 years ago. So I hope that you guys enjoyed last night's story. And I'm grateful that you are here for another story. So let's all say our little verse that we say before we start. Gather your children, gather your blankets and your bears too, and let's all settle down because I have a story to read to you. So let's all settle down and enjoy Bear Rabbits Against the Law. One day, Bear Rabbit was going on one of his journeys, said Uncle Remus, when first news he took. And here's something holler, "Oh, lordy, 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 won't somebody come help me?" Bear Rabbit stopped and listened. Just wasn't long before something or other hollered out, "Lordy, lordy, lordy, please somebody come and help me." Bear Rabbit, he hoisted up his ears, he did, and make answer back, "Who is you, and what in the name of goodness is the matter? Please somebody do run here." Bear Rabbit, he hollered back, "Whereabouts is you, and how come you there? Do please somebody run here and help a poor miserable creature. I'm down here in the big gully under this here great big rock." Bear Rabbit crept down to the big gully and looked in. And who in the name of goodness you expect he'd see down there? Nobody in the round world but there old Bear Wolf. He was lying down there in the big gully, and bless gracious, upon top of him was a great big rock. There he was, nearly mashed flat, but he got strength enough left to make folks hear him holler a mile off, and he hollered so lonesome that it made Bear Rabbit feel mighty sorry. And no sooner does he feel sorry than he pulled his coattails out of the way and slid down the bank to see what he could do. When he got down there, Bear Wolf asked him, "Please, sir, can he help with the remorse of that there rock?" And Bear Rabbit allow he expect he can. And with that, Bear Wolf hollered and tell him for massy's sake, won't he whirl in and do it? Bear Rabbit took and catched hold of the rock and humped himself, and it wasn't long before he get a purchase on it, and bless your soul, he lifted it up. It turned out that Bear Wolf ain't hurtin' much, and when he found this out, he took a notion that if he ever going to get his revenge out on Bear Rabbit, right then was the time. And no sooner does that come across his mind than he took and grabbed Bear Rabbit by the nape of his neck and the small of his back. Bear Rabbit, he kicked and squealed, but it did not do no good, because the more he kicked, the tighter Bear Wolf clamped him and squeezed him so hard that Brer Rabbit was feared. He was going to cut off his breath. Brer Rabbit, he allowed. Well then, Brer Wolf, is this the way you thank folks for saving your life? Brer Wolf grinned big, and then he allowed, I'll thank you, Brer Rabbit, and then I'll make fresh meat out of you. Brer Rabbit allowed, if you talk that way, Brer Wolf, I never will do you another good turn whilst I live. Brer Wolf, he grinned some more and said, that you won't, Brer Rabbit, that you won't. You won't do me a good turn till you're dead. Brer Rabbit sort of studied to himself. He did. And then he allowed, where I come from, Brer Wolf, it's against the law for folks to kill them what done them a good turn. I expect the law is the same right around these parts. Brer Wolf said he ain't so mighty sure about that. Brer Rabbit says he's willing to put the whole case before Brer Thruppen, and Brer Wolf said he's agreeable. With that, they make their way to old Brer Thruppen stay, and when they got there, Brer Wolf he tell his side. Then Brer Rabbit he told his side. Old Brer Thruppen put on his specs and cleared his throat. And then he allowed, there's a mighty heap of mixedness in this here dispute. And before I can take any sides, you just have to carry me to see the place whereabouts Brer Wolf was when Brer Rabbit found him, says he. Sure enough, they took and carried old Brer Thruppen down the big road till they come to the big gully. And then they took him to where Brer Wolf got catch under the big rock. Old Brer Thruppen, he walked round, he did, and poked at the place with the end of his cane. By and by he shook his head, he did, and allowed, I hates to put you all gents to you such trouble. Yet there ain't two ways about it. I'll have to see just how Brer Wolf was catched, and just how the rock was lying on top of him, says he. Then Brer Wolf, he lay down where he was when Brer Rabbit found him. And then the others, they up and rolled the rock on top of him. They rolled the rock on top of him, and there he was. Brer Thruppen, he walked all around and looked at him. Then he sat down, he did, and make marks in the sand with his cane, like he's thinking about something or other. By and by, Brer Wolf, he opened up. Oh, Brer Thruppen, this here's rock's getting mighty heavy. Brer Thruppen, he marked in the sand and studied and studied. Brer Wolf hollered, oh, Brer Thruppen, this here rock is mashing the breath out of me. Brer Thruppen, he says he, Brer Rabbit, you was in the wrong. You ain't had no business to come bothering Bear Wolf when he ain't bothering you. He was attending to his own business, and you ought to have been attending to yours. This made Bear Rabbit look ashamed of himself, but Bear Theron talked right along. When you was going down this here road this morning, you surely must have been a-going somewheres. If you was going somewheres, you better be going on. Bear Wolf, he wasn't going nowheres then, and he ain't going nowheres now. You found him under there rock, and under that there rock you left him. And bless gracious, exclaimed Uncle Remus, them there creatures right off from there and left old Bear Roof under the rock. I hope that you have enjoyed another story from Bear Rabbit's Stories, and I really hope that you will come back the next time I post a story. I received 5 books in the mail again today by a publishing company. I'm also expecting some more books from another author very, very soon. If I receive the books from the author, then I will be reading a new book on Sunday. If not, I will be reading I will be reading a book that I received today from the publishing company. But either way, tomorrow night, I will read another story from Uncle Remus's Bear Rabbit Stories, and I hope you are enjoying hearing all about Bear Rabbit and his friends. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you were here to enjoy the Bear Rabbit story, and I will be reading again very soon. Good night, everyone.